So we hope to be moving better education and jobs to hopefully change and impact lives. Thank you for listening to our presentation, hearing about a tool and a mission that we are incredibly passionate about. Do you all have any questions?
So awesome job. I have to ask the obvious question first. Did you think about OCR at all? Sorry, optical character recognition. So basically take a picture of the page instead of typing the whole thing in. Scan it.
I can take that one.
I can take that. So what makes our tool different from others is because we are targeting feature phones, and those have very basic functionalities. And a lot of these phones are used in low bandwidth areas. So what sets us apart is that we've kind of taken a notch down and simplified a lot of the things. Our requirements were kind of based on what Anudip and iMerit wanted. So as we said, that was a design constraint. We did consider that at some point, and perhaps we can implement that sometime in the future. But for now, we're sticking with copy and pasting text and typing text into our editor.
What languages are you converting? You've got a book from a publisher. What language is that written in? And what language does the user read it on their phone in?
So I can take that question. We're actually not in so much of control of the actual text that's being converted from the publisher's side. That's really a relationship between iMerit and the publications themselves. But as we had mentioned in our presentation, we're ultimately hoping that the things that do get digitized are educational materials for those surrounding communities. They can be in English or in India, as one of the common languages in India, but at this point in time, we are unsure of what that exactly means.
So it looks like some of your examples were using textbooks. Did you guys think of like the images that may be in textbooks as well? Is that even allowed in the system, or how do you guys work through that?
Okay, so XML, and the way it's written, it's easy to embed images in the actual document itself. So you could click the link and it would appear. So all we have to do is upload the image to our server. We don't have that working on our beta site right now, but it is part of something that we're planning on finishing.
Have you integrated your software with the iMerit software?
So our system actually is its own piece of software, but do you mean like the database?
Well, it's going to be integrated with iMerit. Is that correct?
Their server?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where Melissa was
Okay, so this is an integrated.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that will take place during the summer.
It's still where your white box testing, then, so to speak.
Right.
Does it stand for anything?
MUVE education and jobs.
Yeah. Well, we were inspired by really, we were very passionate about this cause, and I guess we...
Our names start with... What is happening? That's what we're saying.
So I presume that a lot of the books that are going to be entered are in foreign character sets. Would that be true?
I think so, yes. And we designed users or the system to be used by people who speak English. We also use really simple words because we have like one word. So they can read English, but they might be digitizing non-English text.
Were there any considerations that you had to make related to like the character set in your XML namespace or the character set that's being used by the database related to being able to handle those foreign character sets?
Yes, we did take the time to do the research and make sure that our database could support foreign character sets.
So it sounds like this system is also going to be, it's the method to get it to the phones eventually, right? So do you guys consider other input methods like you're saying OCR stuff, or textbooks that have already been digitized but want to be entered into the system? Do you guys have a method to do that?
Definitely. because the people using the tool have the relationship with the publishers, they'll have the copyrights, and they probably won't actually be typing the text, they'll probably just be copying and pasting that text that's already digitized or in a file, and then we will encapsulate all the text and organize it with XML tags.
So when you filled out a chapter and hit save, it said it was 100% complete, but like this, presumably like you might save a chapter halfway through. Is there a way of verifying? Or would that like normally be verified by somebody above you to say that you've completed this?
Yes, it'd be verified by the quality lead. So they would go in and check for spelling or grammar errors and make sure it really is complete. And then the editor would click the submission button, and the quality lead would say, "I approve this," and kind of click the approve.
So a related question to what I was just asked. Do you have any plans to build in any kind of, like spell check mechanism or other things that would make this text more legible to the end user?
That's something we did definitely consider in our actual text editor, having systems where we would roll the italicized spell check, those common things that you see. But for now, we were unsure of the languages that we'll be using or what will be actually being converted. So we've left it as simple as possible and left it to the actual employees within Anudip and iMerit to check that themselves.
And we are looking to kind of a WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, to try and edit the text in the actual text box.
We have time for one last question.
Okay. Are you familiar by any chance with ISBN DB? So it's this great, it's actually might be really useful. It's this online database of, so it's like IMDb, but it's for books. And you enter an ISBN number, which is 10 digits, and it doesn't have the body of the textbook, but it actually has all the metadata about it, so the publisher and the year and all that. It might be a useful way to be more efficient about entering that data. And they have an idea.
We'll look into that.
Yeah, we actually use some of that and we use those scenarios.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening.
May I say one thing? This is, and I'm not trying to influence anybody, but this is really practical, useful for us. We're working with all Muslim girls, Muslim women, and it's creating livelihoods for literally about 800 of them. And so this is going to make a real difference. Thank you.